ng tawanan, lahat ng iyong all-time hits. Ang tanging huntahan ng Masanglamaw, number 1 sa Mega Manila, nationwide pa. Broadcasting from TVH Group of Networks. Dito lang sa inyong iisang himpilan. You are listening to Cool FM. Live from Cool Studios. This is Cool News at 6.
Good evening, and welcome to koolNews at 6. Labor leader Luke Espiritu will run for senator in the 2025 elections according to Partido Lakas ng Bansa, PLM President Leo D. De Guzman. De Guzman announced it on Thursday after he was asked about his plans for the upcoming polls. Espiritu was a senator candidate in the 2022 elections under the team of then presidential candidate De Guzman and vice presidential bet Walden Bello. I am thinking, but the decision lies with my party, PLM. They are still debating whether it's right for me to run now or not, he said in Filipino in an ambush interview after groups filed a graft complaint against Energy Secretary Rafael Lotila before the office of the ombudsman. But I'm pretty sure my partner, Attorney Luke, is going to run. He wants to run for the 2025 senatorial elections because he wants to bring up issues like this and wage hike matters, he added. Among the issues the Guzman was pertaining to was Cotila's alleged endorsement of apotic powers Terma Visayas Incorporated Unit 3 expansion, which groups claim violated a called moratorium issued by the Department of Energy (DOE) in 2020 during the administration of former President Rodrigo Duterte. Under the moratorium, concerned stakeholders were notified that the DOE would not process applications for greenfield coal-fired power generation facility projects requesting endorsements and operational coal-fired power generation facilities, among others. Earlier, the PLM, Gabriel Party List, and Trade Union Congress of the Philippines said the regional tripartite wages and productivity board approved 35 peso wage hike was insufficient and an insult to hardworking Filipinos. The Department of Labor and Employment announced the approval last July 1. The pay adjustment took effect on July 17. The National Bureau of Investigation arrested a midwife for selling a 6-day-old baby girl for 25,000 pesos. NBI Director Jaime Santiago identified the midwife as Maria Cristina Paul, who was nabbed during an entrapment operation in Muntinlupa City last July 16. Siya ay nakaalok sa Facebook to sell a baby, Santiago said in a press conference Thursday. Yung baby is 6 days old. She is offering to sell the baby for 25,000 pesos. NBI's Anti-Human Trafficking Division Chief Olga Angustia Gonzalez said they received the initial information regarding the illegal activity from the Department of Justice Hyper Trafficking in Persons Monitoring Center. She said an undercover agent contacted the suspect through Facebook Messenger. Napag-alaman namin na ang bata ay banggong silang at ang nanay ay dati niyang pasyente, she said. Gonzalez said the baby is still unregistered. Once sold, the suspect will take care of the baby's registration, according to the NBI official. Ayun na din yun dun sa nasabing kumadona ay hindi pa rehistrado ang bata o wala pang birth certificate at siya na ang maayos nito kapag natapos na ang nasabihin transaction, Gonzalez said. Gonzalez said the midwife denied selling babies and only sold the 6-day-old infant to recover the money she spent in helping the baby's mother give birth. The suspect also told the NBI that the mother has aborted the baby, according to Gonzalez. Hinahanap po namin yung nanay. Maaari po siyang ang nakasuhan ng child abuse or abandonment and neglect doon sa sarili niyang anak, Gonzalez said. President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. postponed his trip to Ilos Norte on Thursday due to inclement weather. He was supposed to visit the municipality of Quick for the integration and turnover of rice processing system too. We attempted to fly, but the weather conditions did not permit us to take off. Zero visibility en route to Pitik, Ilos Norte. President Security Group Chief Brigada General Nelson Morales said, as quoted in a statement issued by the Presidential Communications Office. Also on Thursday, bad weather forced the cancellation of Marcos' trip to Romblon for the distribution of assistance to farmers and fisherfolk affected by the El Nino dry spell. The only event in the President's July 18 schedule that pushed through was the one in Palawan, where he led the distribution of aid to the farmers and fisherfolk. The Pasig City government has implemented traffic adjustments for road rehabilitation in Barangay San Miguel. The local government said traffic along Lewis Street in Barangay San Miguel would be affected by the road rehabilitation set from July 19 to August 31st. The Department of Public Works and Highways will work on the project from 10 p.m. to 5 a.m. Plan your trip ahead and take alternative routes, the local government said. The Board of Investments on Wednesday expressed confidence that the government will meet the target of building up a pool of 128,000 technicians and engineers by 2028, despite a decline in the number of students enrolling for engineering courses. Major Corazon Halili Dichosa, BOI Executive Director for Industry Development Services, on Wednesday noted that there has been a decline, but said the government is already implementing measures to reverse the trend. Our strategy for achieving this is really looking at the specific requirements of the industry and then map out interventions, particularly at the institution level, at the graduate, and at the corporate level, Halili Dichosa said during a press conference held in Makati. What we are also looking at is doing some campus advocacy, making the students understand the different opportunities in the semiconductor industry, she added. The Semiconductors and Electronics Industries in the Philippines Foundation Incorporated President Delino La Chica said that the average salary of technicians ranges from 15,000 pesos to 20,000 pesos per month, while the average starting salary for engineers was 30,000 pesos per month. You may say that it is low, but if you look at the benefits, if you look at the 14-month, the 50-month pay, if you look at the bonuses, the compensation is big, La Chica said on the sidelines of the same press conference. The total annual compensation depends from company to company. Some multinationals, for example, would even give stock options, he said. And now for international headlines. South Korea's Supreme Court recognized new rights for same-sex couples Thursday, saying that the state must provide health insurance for a gay man's partner in the landmark ruling that left activists weeping for joy. The country's highest court ruled it was discrimination for state health insurance to treat same-sex couples differently from their heterosexual counterparts, in a verdict that activists said could pave the way for the eventual legalization of same-sex unions in the sort. National health insurance should recognize spousal insurance coverage for same-sex couples, the court ruled, with activists breaking into cheers as the verdict was read out. The verdict, which cannot be appealed, means common law spouses of the same sex can now register as dependents on their partner's state health insurance, something long permitted for heterosexual common law partners. The case was brought by a gay couple, Song Young-wook and Kim Young-min, who lived together and held a wedding ceremony in 2019. It had no legal validity, however, as South Korea does not recognize same-sex marriage. In 2021, So sued the National Health Insurance Service because it terminated benefits for his partner, whom he had registered as a dependent, after discovering they were a gay couple. In a landmark ruling last year, a Seoul High Court found in favor of the couple, mandating that the NHIS reinstate the dependent benefits. But the health service appealed the decision, escalating the case to the Supreme Court. Today, love won again, said So after the verdict. His husband Kim struggled to hold back tears outside the courtroom, telling reporters that had always called So my husband, but he was never seen as my husband in Korea. But today, the court called So my same-sex partner, and I am so happy for that to be recognized in court. The Supreme Court ruled that it was discrimination based on sexual orientation to exclude the couple just because they are same sex. The court ruled that the Health Service decision to not recognize same sex partners who have formed an economic community of life similar to a married couple as dependents is unlawful. The couple's lawyer, Chang Yu-yon, said that the ruling gives hope to same sex couples in South Korea, but said it did not go far enough. Guaranteeing simple rights is not considered complete equality, and we will keep on fighting for same-sex marriage to be institutionalized, Chang told AFP. Pacific Island states and Japan sharpened Thursday their stance on regional security in a veiled swipe at China's growing influence and military capacity. The 80 Pacific Islands Forum members and Japan said in a joint statement that they expressed long opposition to any unilateral attempts to change the status quo by the threat or use of force or coercion anywhere in the world. Such phrasing is often used by the United States and its allies to refer to Beijing's efforts to boost its military and diplomatic clout. Although the declaration at the 10th Triennial Palm Summit in Tokyo did not mention China explicitly, its language was stronger than it at the last talks held virtually in 2021. Leaders committed to ensure a peaceful, stable, and prosperous Asia-Pacific region, and noted with concern the rapid military buildup, which is not conducive to this end, Thursday's statement said. They called for proactive, responsible, and transparent engagement to uphold regional peace and security, it added. China and Western countries have been vying for influence across the hotly contested Pacific region, offering aid for infrastructure and security. Ships carrying vital energy imports to Japan pass through the waterways surrounding the BIF members, which are also important fishing zones for Tokyo. The environment surrounding us has changed a lot since the first Palm Summit was held, and we are facing complicated challenges, Japanese Prime Minister Fumio Kishida told reporters. It is 12 minutes after 6, and it's 6:12 in the evening, and we will be right back for more headlines right here on koolNews at 6. Welcome back. Bandaga's Governor Manado Mandanas has declared July 23 a special non-working holiday for the province to allow residents to celebrate the 160th birthday of hero and patriot Apolinaro Mabini, a native of Talunan town. The province of Batangas regards it fit and proper to commemorate Apolinario Mambini's heroic contributions to ensure that his legacy will always be remembered, Mandana said in his proclamation number 01 issued on Wednesday, July 17. The governor said Mambini's brilliance, anchored on his nationalistic ideals and principles, was key in fighting for our independence, and he was recognized as the brain of the revolution. A copy of the proclamation was posted on the Facebook page of the Batangas Public Information Office on Thursday, July 18. On April 10, 2007, former President Gloria Macapagal Arroyo signed Republic Act 9430, declaring July 23 each year as Apolinario Mambini Day and a special working holiday, but only in Tanungang City. Mambini, known as the Sublime Paralytic due to his Povilo, was a key figure in the revolution against Spanish and American colonial rule, earning him the title of one of the brains of the revolution. Born on July 23, 1864, he died on May 13, 1903, in Manila at the age of 38, shortly after returning from exile in Gunan. According to the Department of Labor and Employment, workers get no pay if they don't work on a special non-working holiday unless a company orders otherwise. If they work on that day, they shall be paid an additional 30% of their basic wage for the first 8 hours of work. The Social Security system on Thursday warned its members against texts about supposed incentives from the state-run insurer, saying these are scams. In a statement, SSS Senior Vice President for Member Service and Support Group Normita Doctor said the state-run insurer received reports about tax alerts on benefit claims, expiring contribution payments, and SSS registration. Do not click the link in the message of these fake tax alerts. It will lead to a phishing site that will steal personal information such as SS numbers and login credentials from my.sss account, she said. The SMS sender should be SSS, and the official SSS website is www.sss.gov.ph. If it is an unidentified mobile number, it is a text message from scammers purposely sent to deceive its receiver, she added. She also said the SSS Special Investigation Department has probed the text scam and submitted a complaint to the National Telecommunications Commission to help the government fight scam text messages. The victims can also file a complaint via email at fid@sss.gov.ph or through 02-8924-7370. A lawmaker has reminded her colleagues at the House of Representatives to follow the dress code for the State of the Nation address on July 22 as a sign of respect to the event and President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. In a statement on Wednesday, Kusuk Tusak Party List Representative Shirley Tang Tamput said she agrees with House Secretary General Reginald Velasco as there is a proper place and time for protests, and that is not at the SONA. She was referring to Velasco's statement that guests wearing outfits with derogatory words or political messages will be banned from attending the sauna. Velasco was commenting on the Maccabean bloc's possible adhere as these lawmakers have been known to wear outfits with political statements. ACT Teachers Party List Representative Franz Castro took offense to Velasco's statement, saying that if they were banned from attending the sauna due to the outfit, it would be a violation of the right to freedom of expression. On Thursday, Castro and fellow Maccabean bloc member Gabriela Pardilis, Representative Arlene Brosas showed the outfit that they would wear for the sauna. Brosas' dress shows a Filipino woman standing up against the aggressive actions of foreigners in the West Philippine Sea. Castro's dress, meanwhile, has a statement calling for proper wages and better standards of living for poor Filipinos. With regards to what she should wear, Tan Tambut said her dress was made by a local designer and would reflect a bit of the history and much of the culture and traditions of her cultural community, Dito Suk Apsulu. We have a lot of world-class designers and very good modistas. We must support them so their talents will be known outside of our country. That way, we help create more jobs while we promote our culture, added Tan Tambut, chair of the House Committee on Peace, Reconciliation, and Unity. Marcos is expected to deliver his third sauna on Monday afternoon when the House and the Senate convene a joint session. Prior to the sauna, both chambers of the United Congress will open the third and last regular session. Excuse me, as someone is interfering with the lights. Yep, you can see in the studio, somebody is already interfering the lights, so if you mind in the technical team to fix the lights, thank you very much. Now for the global headlines once again, or rather international headlines. Vietnam's 80-year-old leader and Communist Party Secretary Nguyen Phu Terong will take a break to focus on his health, the party said on Thursday. President To Lam would take over as the country's caretaker leader, the party said in an online statement. The party said Lam had been assigned to lead the works of the party Central Committee, the Politburo, the Secretariat, while Terong would focus on active treatment. Led by the Communist Party General Secretary, Vietnam's leadership structure gives the president the second most authority, but the position is largely seen as ceremonial. The Communist government's four-person hierarchy also includes the Prime Minister and the head of the National Assembly. Terong's ailing health has fueled widespread speculation that he will not be able to stay in power until the 2026 Party Congress that is expected to appoint a successor. In office since 2011, the party leader has enjoyed remarkable longevity in his role, which rights groups say has coincided with Vietnam's drift toward authoritarianism. Lam, age of 67, served as Vietnam's public security minister before being voted in as president by Vietnam's rubber stamp parliament after a major anti-corruption campaign forced his predecessor to resign. Thousands of people, including several senior government and business leaders, have been caught up in the Southeast Asian countries' crackdown on graft led by Terong. Analysts have said that Lam, who is the deputy head of the steering committee on anti-corruption, has weaponized its investigations to take down his political rivals. In his first remarks as president, Lam said he was determined to fight corruption and negative phenomena. And finally, in entertainment showbiz news, celebrity couple Jin Ornisa and RK Bhagat Singh experienced a 15-day free trial to parenthood in the Simalaya 2024 entry, Love Child, which tells the story of parents trying to raise their child with special needs. Directed by Jonathan Julila, Love Child revolves around college sweethearts Ayla and Paulo, who had a child out of wedlock after a whirlwind romance. The couple eventually welcomes their child but are devastated after finding out their child is diagnosed with special needs 4 years later. Onisa and Bhagat Singh said working on the film was a glimpse into the hardships of parenthood in an unabashed interview with reporters on the sidelines of the film's festival's press conference in Manila, which made a mark on them. Um, okay, the interview seems to be long, so yeah, but yeah, they are in a process of they did explain how they went through hardships of having a child with special needs. So that's the summary of the couple having a new film. All right, and that is it for Cool News at 6. As always, you can send a news tip or feedback to us at tvh.philippines.news@gmail.com. And we will be back with more headlines later with Cool News Cool News Prime Time at 9. Until then, I am Aspir. Good evening.